The Convention on the Rights of the Child matters more than many people imagine. For one, in recognising that children are rights holders and that states are duty bearers, governments and all those who work for them are bound by a set of internationally ratified human rights articles that must be adhered to. This means that duty bearers must consider and apply the provisions of the Convention in all aspects of their work that affect children. This means that they should respect, protect and fulfill all of the obligations to which they have signed up. The Convention means that states can be held accountable for their actions in relation to children. Not only will the Committee on the Rights of the Child monitor and report on their progress, but children's organisations and advocates and children themselves can use the standards to argue change. Children's rights ensure that children are no longer relying on charity or kindness to meet their needs. Full implementation of the Convention on the Rights of the Child goes a long way to ensuring that each child's entitlement to equality, dignity and respect is upheld. Every child, everywhere, should enjoy the rights contained in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child.